this the first time you've done one of these?
It sure has. Or sure is, sorry.
You're doing great so far. You're doing
Thank,
fantastic.
thank you.
Well, how's it going over in California?
It's going. We're all
Is it going?
quarantined as well, but it's been nice. I mean, our beaches are open, so I've been going to the beach, just, keeping to myself and keeping my distance. So it's been cool. I mean, working from home, thankfully. So,
Yeah,
uh,
and we'll get into that in a bit as well.
yeah.
All the work things. You're lucky though. Your beaches are open. I was just in Miami and it was like shut down.
Oh,
But
really?
Miami now has a reputation, so.
I got so sunburned this weekend too, and I'm like starting to peel all my face and my body. So
Well, luckily this low quality Instagram video does not show it, so you're
I
in good
know. I
hands.
posted on real quick. I'm like, oh shoot.
Do a little exfoliating, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, so what have you been up to during this quarantine aside from like the beach stuff you've just been working? Like what else has been kind of occupying your time at the moment?
Honestly, yeah, just work, working out, trying to do home workouts as much as possible. Going for runs, just
Speaking
anything.
my language.
Like keep my mind occupied. It kind of, obviously working out for me is a little therapeutic, so that helps. And watching drum videos, watching music videos. I've actually been going down rabbit holes of old school, music videos from like the early 2000s and all that. And it's bringing back a lot of nostalgic feelings, which is cool.
I love that. I was reading like the Motley Crue book a couple weeks ago, like 80s stuff, and like it's kind of fun to just transport yourself to a different life for a little while.
Absolutely, yeah. So I've
Yeah,
been doing that and cooking a lot, so that's another new thing.
true. Have you made bread yet?
No.
Seems like that's the thing. Like everyone has to bake a loaf of bread at least once in quarantine.
The only thing I've been baking is like healthy cookies and stuff like that.
Well, that's good.
And
That's
it's
balanced.
working out so far.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I do want to talk a little bit about your work because I think kind of like the thing I wanted to get out of these interviews is connecting the music scene a little bit and letting fans know what's going on with artists in the meantime. And you have
Yeah.
an interesting perspective from both a business side and from an artist side. So that's one of the reasons I really wanted to chat with you. So for anyone who doesn't know, you're a project manager for a merchandise company. Yes? Yes,
Yes.
that's the title you would give yourself.
Yeah.
Just confirming.
Yes.
And merchandise is such a great way to support artists all the time, and
Yeah.
especially right now. So, how are you kind of seeing a shift as far as the band merchandise industry with everything that's going on?
Yeah, well, obviously we all took a huge blow when touring got canceled. I think four of my accounts their tours got canceled. So I had Silver
Mm-hmm.
Screen, Dayseeker, Capstan, and I forgot who else. But yeah, they're 4 Year Strong.
Oh, yeah.
So everything, they're just like, hey, when we first started getting word of it, we're kind of getting nervous. We're like, oh shit, like we're printing all this merch for them because everyone's killing it.
Right.
And unfortunately, yeah, we had to cancel a few of those. And luckily, what we've been able to do is get all that tour merch we've printed back to our facility and get them up online for sales. And
Mm-hmm.
dude, it's been awesome. All the fans, it's been a great reception. They've been going online,
Good.
fans, buying the tour merch and all that. And a lot of cool stuff that we've been doing lately is like charity tees, as far as a band will donate a certain proceed to a charity of their choice.
Yeah.
My band actually did it too, and I mean that's like the most tees we've ever sold. So
Where were you guys donating the money?
we were donating some to Frank's charity for the Nomads,
Yep.
and also Music Cares.
Oh, rad. Yeah.
Yes, we're doing that as well. And then, but yeah, all the fans have been. I mean, all the bands have been killing it. Like Silverstein, Crown the Empire, my accounts. They've been crushing these sales, which has been really rad because we were kind of nervous that people would be a little, a lot of people are losing their jobs. So
Right.
we don't know if it would affect people buying online merch and supporting the bands, but it hasn't at all, which is amazing. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
great.
I mean, I think it's kind of an interesting thing too, because I think like in the middle of this quarantine, one thing that's keeping a lot of people sane is music. So people really want to just make sure that stays alive and well, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess from your perspective, also being an artist, why do you think merchandise is such an important thing for fans to focus on as far as like ways that they can help keep artists afloat in this time?
Well, yeah, I mean, luckily, I mean, my band, luckily, we're enough to, a few of us have jobs that we can come home to, but a lot of these bands don't, and they've, their main source of income is touring.
Hmm.
And without touring, they're not making any money whatsoever. So, um, yeah, on like merch sales, that's the only way we make money nowadays,
You're
honestly.
telling me artists don't make money from Spotify?
I mean, when
Crazy.
we get our checks for like $6, I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I mean, so any merch that we can sell is greatly appreciated, and it's what we can do to like it's what we use to stay afloat. Um, so yeah.
Yeah. And I guess the thing that gets overlooked that luckily, I mean, my friend and roommate Frank has kind of helped is like the fact that touring crew is really just feeling it as well. So it's cool
Oh,
that you guys as a band were helping not only, yourselves with merchandise sales, but also helping the crew that backs these bands. So
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. And
Luck-
I know what was
we,
that?
luckily, we don't have a crew, and we weren't on tour, so we had to deal with that. But like Silverstein, I did a crew tee for them, and it absolutely destroyed. Like they were able to send a bunch of money to their crew. They didn't take any of it; they gave it all to their crew, which is super rad. And
Yeah.
yeah, I commend them for doing that. Honestly.
Yeah, for sure. And on another note, talking about your music a little bit, I know you mentioned to me that Assuming We Survive is working on a new album, releasing a new album. What's the tea on that?
Yeah. So right now we're writing new music. Our singer Adrian is working every day. Just he has a little studio rig now, so he can write and do all that. So he's been sending us, music ideas almost every single day. So we're working on that. We're planning on doing a full length record,
Oh,
hopefully by the end of this year. And then we'll see if we're back to touring. Obviously
yeah.
we'll talk off that, and maybe, I don't know what we're gonna do yet. So I mean, we had a tour this we're supposed to be on right now, but it got canceled. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask like how much did all of this change the plans for the band and kind of how are things looking, or how are you predicting things going for the rest of the year? Do you have any idea so far?
yeah, so we were on a tour. We were doing a tour with this band called Awake at Last, and it was a co-headline, and it got canceled. And then I think we have the makeup date set for August. So
Okay.
we're gonna redo them later on this summer. Hopefully, we're all back to the old ways, and if not, we're just gonna have to figure it out then. Just go day by day. So, but yeah, just our main focus right now is just to write music and get it out as soon as
Hmm.
possible.
Yeah, have you found this to be like a really good time creatively for you, just having so much free time?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I've been going a lot. I play drums for those of you who don't know, so I'm playing a lot of guitar actually, and like just trying to
Oh,
stuff. Yeah, we have like a few guitars here, and watching a lot of videos on like guitarists, from different bands, and just filling that out. But yeah, super creative, honestly. That as well as like just art, drawing and stuff like
hmm.
that as well. So,
Yeah, I'm interested to see like how much art and how much new music comes out of this time period.
oh,
I know even for me, I'm like drawing now, which what?
yeah,
So
great.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And the thing is, a lot is going to be evolving over the next I guess few months or so. So what are you hoping kind of comes out of this, like as far as musicians go?
Phew, I mean,
Like because I was sorry, just to clarify like a little bit, because I was talking to a couple other people about this, about how they're kind of hoping that concerts come back better than ever at the end of it. So I
yeah,
guess like in that gist, like what are you thinking is going to happen with live music? What's your
I definitely think it's
goal?
better outcome for all tours and shows. I think they're going to be packed, to capacity when we come back, which is rad because that helps bands too, obviously. Um, yeah, I'm curious to see how it's going to be. Like these shows are going to be, because I feel like they're going to be the best they've ever been. Like all the festivals and shows, everyone's going to be trying to get out and go to these concerts again. Hopefully that happens because it helps us all in this
Yeah.
industry. And
Yeah.
even with like merch sales, the more people there are, the more merch sales there's going to be. That helps us. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
curious, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Honestly,
Yeah, I know they're all just predictions at the moment, but I feel like everybody has a little bit of a different take on what they think is going to come out of all of this. So just want to hear your side of it.
I'm
But
by the end of summer, we're back.
I know, just in time for like my birthday in August. That'd be great.
Yeah.
All my Leo friends.
Yeah.
And what's the first thing you're gonna do once you get out of quarantine? Have you thought about that yet? Like the first like places you want to go, things you want to do. What's on your list?
Honestly, I'm a huge sports fan, so hopefully sports back and sports gets back to usual business, and I can go to a Dodger game or something like that. And then after that, probably go re-up my Disney pass and go to Disneyland.
Ooh, true, true. Yeah, even on our coast as well. I think Disney is going to be the move.
And then I think just obviously going out to the restaurants I haven't been to in a while. So yeah, that's it. It's weird times.
It's like we're planning our first meals.
Yeah, yeah. It's the craziest thing. I never thought we'd have to like endure this, but I mean, and it's just crazy. I don't even know what to think of it. Honestly, I'm just like trying to take it day by day and not think about it too much because it gives me anxiety. Honestly.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I mean, this is definitely like a life-changing thing, and I think it's going to change a lot of the ways we approach things moving forward, not just in music, but like in life in general,
100%.
Yeah. Not to get deep. Sorry, guys. I know it's supposed to be fun. My bad. But being at home, I think a lot of people are rediscovering old favorites. Like you were saying, you've been listening to early 2000s, going down that rabbit hole of music videos and things. And I don't know I don't think you've taken part in this, but like that 30-day music challenge is going around, making people like dig into their music libraries. So what have you either discovered or rediscovered throughout this time period?
So I know of them because we do their merchandise and they're like friends, but I never took the time to listen to them. Is Silent Planet.
Yeah.
I was, just going down a rabbit hole and I heard one of their new songs. I think it was Trilogy. And I'm like, holy, this song's amazing. And so I started listening to their stuff, pull everything up on my Apple Music, and like I just added all their music to my playlist. So that's been the new discovery for me, which is crazy because I've known those dudes forever and I just never took the time to listen, unfortunately. But glad I found it.
Weren't we on Warped Tour the same year as them? Were you on that year?
Yes.
Yep. So you spent an entire summer with Silent Planet and just.
Yeah, I did. But
that's okay though. What else?
Cool. And then just going. Honestly, I've been listening to a lot of like old Disturbed.
Yeah.
Biscuit and Corn, like all that. So, and I've been watching all their, their live festival videos from Europe back in 2004 or 5 and all that, and it's been awesome. So I love all that.
Yeah, that's some good inspiration right there. I tell you what.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah. Well, anything else you would like to mention as far as whether Assuming We Survive stuff or anything else you want to use this time to discuss?
Just like keep supporting your artists, your favorite bands. If you can buy merch right now from them, do it. It helps out tremendously because that's all the money we're making right now. A lot of people are strapped and either lost their job, so it's understandable if you can't. But if you can, you got that stimulus check. A T-shirt would be greatly appreciated.
Yes. Yeah, you spend that check however you want. And I mean, just a suggestion, Assuming We Survive has good merchandise.
Yeah, exactly. And
I still have one of those shirts.
T-shirts. We did a Assuming We Survive This Quarantine T-shirt, and we sold a ton of them. So yeah, thank you to everyone who did that. And just stay safe, and hopefully we get out of this sooner than later. Get back to concerts.
Yes. Yes. Well, I appreciate you hanging out, Kris. It's been a pleasure, and you're a gem.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Of course. Well, everybody watching, if you haven't already listened to Assuming We Survive, first of all, we met on Warped Tour. What was it, 2015 or 2016?
2016. You actually interviewed us when we played that show with Mayday Parade.
In the Maine.
Yeah. In South Florida, University of South Florida.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go way back. So they're great. And they've withstood the test of time. So do your part and support. All right. Well, I'll catch you later, Kris. Everybody stay safe. Enjoy yourselves out there. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next interview. Bye.